PGC 2021, presented by Alienware and Toomey. I'm Matrim, joined by Cammy D, aka Matt, and Cam. We'll be taking you through the action for the first couple of games tonight before we switch up the groups. You can see that we're moving in, already got the plane up in the air, and we had a little bit of a fill, but I am happy to be here. You can almost say new happy to be here, Cam. All right, so you can see coming in directly, we've got 17 Gaming caught up in a little bit of a skirmish. It's going to be attack all around. Gloom's already going down and moving directly into the action with it. We got SMGs going active, getting ready for the first circle to pop up right now, but it looks like 17 has control of what's going on right now. Shoe did get a little bit low, but nothing too much to be afraid of. And off the get-go, a little bit of delay coming in because the PCs, one of the PC players had a problem with the PC, but looks like everybody's coming in quick. But off that delay, we're going to get a military base game to start everything off. It's like it's starting to calm down a little bit as attack all around. Now let's be a little bit patient. Get spotted out. Janky West stepped away from this one. Does go down as a quick shot's going to come out on the other side of it. Now it's going to be more and more control going over to 17 Gaming as Pachinki. Looks like it's going to be their home for the night.
Had the hot drop situation to deal with, but here's some action happening on the southwest side. SONIQS rotating right through Gex's territory.
I mean, SONIQS just have a good angle on what's going on. Yan Li goes down, quickly flushed. Remember, this is the weakened Gex that we saw fighting just a little while ago. New circle pops and goes to the northeast.
I swore Ghost was getting into position to try and deal heavy damage to Enter Force, but it looks like they're trying to heal first, and that gives Amanat a great opportunity to throw a grenade that, it looks so good. Maybe the blue can do the rest. The boost might be too much. And immediately a first aid kit is going to come out. Indigo, unfortunately, doesn't have the angle to find the last few bullets needed onto Lil Ghost, but this does still put 17 in a very precarious position.
We still have Star-Lord on the side of this, trying to find an angle to work with. Amino coming up, finds a beautiful push position into this one, but he goes down after getting a knock. With this, 17 does get a little bit of time to reconsider what's going on around them. Pure Boy doesn't have an angle to work with, and with this, New Happy actually shifted down to the south. So that's providing the opportunity for 17 to try to reposition away from what E36 is trying to bring.
Indigo getting knocked. 17 trying to regain control of this, but Pure Boy with the wide peek onto the steps. It's going to be X-Bay with the victory onto that 1v1. Only one member of Enter Force remaining. It's Star-Lord, and the blue coming in is doing a lot of chip damage to him, already taken low on HP.
With the reposition from New Happy helping them to give them that extra little bit of space, SONIQS now getting an idea on what's going on. It's going to be Jin G making that late approach, and there are a lot of people waiting for them. You can see SONIQS has got the line on one side of it, Unique on the other. Jin G were wanting to come in this, try to be safe, but two members already down and flushed, and Onyx and Esther already low on life, having to play this one pretty carefully. They did get a knock on the other side of this, with one of the members of SONIQS down, but Esther now goes down as well. Unique has a beautiful angle in everything that's going on, and Jin G eliminated early.
That's the problem with Jin G's safe play. It was arguably too safe because the direction and the amount of space that they had to travel to make their way into this circle, they had zero information, and they're just driving in blind and get clapped off by the knees by the SONIQS. A little bit of help from Team Unique, but those teams are going to have to continue to move, as well as FaZe coming in from a very similar angle. It's just Fuzzface remaining. HC is unable to be revived, even with the new absolutely amazing crowd-pleasing carry feature.
He's got a little bit of a bead position, does get the down onto one of them, tries to line in, gets a little bit of damage on the second one, but they now know where he is, and that could be a quick spin around. SONIQS also has an idea on what's going on, taking a couple of shots into everything that's happening. All three teams lined up around this position, and it's just going to be SONIQS that are feasting off of this, already at 5 kills at the time.
But in that position, you see on the map, Oath are swimming around that area. Gax trying to make a send towards the center. There's not a lot of spaces to play, but there's going to be a lot more teams that have to make similar moves in the next few moments.
Oh, this is a domino effect just waiting to go off. New Happy coming up right along where they can see Oath at. Multi-Circle Gaming's last member up in this area, as well as E36's last member. So with this, Oath have to be very careful. A lot of different angles they're trying to watch at the time. Snaker is down, having to dodge out the nades as they go down to near on no life. That's going to be Rello up at the top of it, trying to provide some type of assistance, but lo and behold, Here comes Space Station Gaming with another beautiful angle into what's going on. Oath was trying to survive it, but not again. It's going to be New Happy on the other angle, and it is just absolute chaos along this position, as it is going to be a third, fourth, and fifth party all stacking up on top of Oath.
You mentioned funnel earlier, and that's exactly what happened there. We had like 5 teams that were safe in their position in the previous circle, but no other angle to approach this next zone other than into each other. That grenade is gonna, yeah, that Snakers is down. You prone all you want. There's Roth remaining. Oh, not anymore. Nan is also down. New Happy are out. SSG are out. 17 looking not very great.
Oh, both trying to pick up a couple of smokes to work with. Love the teamwork coming out even from a down member. Savior is still alive, realizing the fact the firefights going on to the north of his position, instead creeping in just a little bit more. Dangwon to the northeast realizes the fact that there's not been too big of a party going on where they're at, and SONIQS, TSM both playing it slow, but here we go. TSM have themselves a strong control point to play from at the time. They're gonna have to contest up against where SONIQS and UNIQ are trying to find angles of approach into them, but really it is just a catastrophe to the north, as it is only Kickstart still alive up there.
Rex's whole job has been information on the SONIQS, but the fight's breaking out. UNIQ and Danoa, 1-for-1 trade so far. Spray comes out from a doozy, is able to take a second one down. Fade's been dropped. They might have some time to go for the revive, but now that Rex has been finished on the other side, yeah, Danoa's control, or at least attempt at it, has been just completely destroyed. Soul remaining no longer.
TSM hears this, comes in right back behind on UNIQ, just drops grenades right up on top of him. We know TSM's got the strength of that grenade arm whenever they need it. So UNIQ does manage to take down Danoa, but now TSM heavily committing into trying to take down Faultlessly, the last member up for UNIQ at the time. So they're going to move forward into it, are going to get it, but they did have to move a little bit outside the circle to do so. SONIQS now has vision on what's going on, but SONIQS has yet to step foot inside this new safe zone.
That was an incredibly important push by TSM, because if they waited any longer, if they waited for UNIQ to get their revives, they would have been sandwiched between UNIQ and SONIQS. So they took the push, got the high ground. They conceded a little bit of area to the SONIQS, but now they can just take this fight on one team versus one team basis. But remember, SONIQS have 4 remaining. This gives them more opportunities for wide angles, and with the lack of cover in this zone, that could be huge.
Yeah, the lineup that SONIQS have right now, they just have so much more vision, and that's going to pay off as Tickleton is going to connect into Alo to take him down, and you can see, here comes the push. Penta already in a lot of trouble. Luke, the last one up, and SONIQS, while they had a rough day yesterday, come in 10 kills and the first victory of the day.
Respect my mind, no doubt from last y'all. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours.